I have a question for you. Can you get skincare products at an affordable price? That's the question I'm going to be answering today. I have a number of various products that I want to show you. And I think the last ones I have are going to really surprise you because it really surprised me. Now, when I talk about affordable skincare, I'm talking about products that aren't going to break the bank, but have great ingredients in them. Now, before we just get into the demonstration of all the products, I just want to say that overall, when we're putting together a skincare regime or when we're using skincare products, we do it so that we're taking good care of our skin. Our skin can get damaged from the environmental factors, from UV rays. We may have some issues like rosacea, hyperpigmentation, dullness, that kind of thing. And a good skincare routine is going to help address some of those issues. Now, it's not going to get rid of all the wrinkles. Like I have wrinkles here. Skincare is not going to get rid of that. But the continued use and the consistent use of products can help maybe minimize any further wrinkles I may be getting. And it can also help me with any issues that I may have with my skin. I did a couple of videos where I talk about my morning skincare routine and my PM skincare routine, and I'll link that below and you can just get a sense of some other products that I also use. In the description below, I've put a description of key ingredients so that I don't have to waste your time talking about them during the video. If I say something has allantoin in it, for example, I'll put the explanation of what that is and what that ingredient does, and that'll be listed in the listed below. Before we get into looking at all the various products, I just want to say that everybody's skin is unique. So these products may not be right for your skin because you may have oily skin, combination skin, normal skin, which is what I have, or dry skin or sensitive skin. So some of the products I show you, for example, may have fragrances in them. And if you have sensitive skin, that may not be the right product for you. So it's important to know what your skin type is and then to look for products that actually go well with your skin type. Now, for the purpose of the demonstration, the routine that I put together, each one has a cleanser, an exfoliant, a toner, in the morning, a vitamin C serum, and in the evening, a retinol, a moisturizer, and then a sunscreen for the morning. Now, you could just simply use a cleanser, a moisturizer, and sunscreen. But the reason I've added the vitamin C and the retinol is because I'm wanting to address my skin. As we get older, we're losing collagen, we lose the elasticity of our skin, we may get some coloration in our skin. So I've chosen the vitamin C and the retinol because they help with collagen production and they help with fine lines and wrinkles, that kind of thing. So for me, it's important that I add these into my skincare regime. All right, so let's dive into all the products I want to show you. My first stop was at Marshall's. I love Marshall's. I buy pretty much all my clothing at Marshall's or Winners. And they have a lot of skincare products as well. Like you can see in this picture, it's like a wall of skincare. And a lot of companies I've never heard of. So I wanted to make sure that in the products that I was choosing, that they had good ingredients in them. And how I do that is I use a website called Decode. I'll put a link to that in the description below. And what I can do is I can take a picture of the ingredients with my camera and it just uploads to the website and it tells me if it's got good ingredients or not, or if it's got some good, how many good ingredients. And then that way you get a sense of, okay, this is either a good product or maybe a not so good product. All right, here we go now, finally. So first up, I found this cleanser and it's a Korean cleanser. This one cost me $9. It contains witch hazel, Centella asiatica, licorice root, lots of hydrating, moisturizing type ingredients in it. Then I found this Hawaiian papaya extract exfoliator. It was $5. With the exfoliators, I would only use them 2 or 3 times a week. The exfoliators really help to clean up the dead skin cells that you might have on your skin. It helps to brighten your skin. Then we have a toner. This particular one is by Perricone MD. It costs $22, and this is more of an essence. So you can use a toner and an essence interchangeably. The thing just more with the essence is that you're probably going to get a higher concentration of some of the good ingredients that you have. And in what the toner or the essence does, it helps to neutralize your pH, and it also helps to further absorb the next ingredients that you're going to be putting on your skin. This particular product has like niacinamide, it has peptides, it has fermented rice. It's got a lot of great ingredients in it. Then I found this vitamin C by BioVen. It's a 20%, and it's got ferulic acid and some vitamin E in it as well. And it was $7.99. Now too, with vitamin C, you want to ensure that you're actually getting a good vitamin C product. You want to look for ascorbic acid, L-ascorbic acid. There's some newer ones. I have one that's from The Ordinary, and bear with me as I try to say this word. It's ascorbyl tetrasopalmitate. And it's a fairly newer vitamin C, which apparently is showing a lot of promising results. And it's an oil-based serum, so it's more stable than your typical L-ascorbic acid might be. But you just sometimes have to be careful, because sometimes a product will say vitamin C, but then there's really no vitamin C in the product. And then for the retinol, I didn't find any retinol in my Marshalls at the time, so I'm just gonna go with The Ordinary. The Ordinary has a 1% retinol in squalene, and this apparently is a very good retinol. Now, with retinols, they go through a 2-step process before they're converted to retinoic acid, which is what is going to help with your skin, with helping with the fine lines, with the collagen production. That means that it can take longer to see results with the retinol versus a retinoid like tretinoin, which does not have to go through this conversion process. But a tretinoin is prescription, so unless you can get a prescription, then I would find myself a good retinol that you want to make sure that if you're starting out with the retinol, just go with something that's not very strong, just to make sure that your skin gets used to it. So I use, for the purpose of some of these examples, because I couldn't find retinol in all cases, I'm just using The Ordinary, which is $12, which is an affordable retinol in my opinion. And then for the moisturizer, I found this Elizabeth Grant moisturizer. Now, when I looked up the ingredients, this has a slew of great ingredients. And I thought, just for fun, I'll Google how much does it cost to buy. And this one was like over $100 if I was purchasing it online, and I paid, I think it was $14.99 for this. So this is like a really great moisturizer. It's got coenzyme Q10, it has peptides, it has aloe leaf juice, it has caviar, it has gold, plus it's got a whole plethora of other great ingredients. Okay, so we have this particular bundle, and this, including the retinol. Oh, I almost forgot the sunscreen. Again, Marshalls didn't have a sunscreen, but I did find this Hydra Boost by Neutrogena for $4. So where I found products that did not have a sunscreen, I'm just using this one because this retails for $14, like in your local drugstore. So for $4, yeah, great buy. So the total for this routine that I've just showed you is going to be $74. And this will last a long time because you don't need a lot of product. Next up, I found another product from Marshalls, and this is how we get these holiday sets at Christmas time. This is probably one of those. And this one costs $24.99. Now it says here that Canadian it would have cost $48, but the value of it is $73. And this is from Innisfree, and these products all contain tea tree seed extract. There's also, so it has in this, it's got a cleanser, a toner, it has a serum, and now the serum does have vitamin C in it as well, and then it has a moisturizer. So if I take this product and I add an exfoliant, and I'm going to add in an exfoliant again from The Ordinary. It's their lactic acid exfoliant, which is about $8. And it didn't have a sunscreen, so again, I'll add this in. So if I take this product and add these two into it, I'm coming up to $46 for another skincare routine. So next up is E.L.F. I love E.L.F. products. I love their makeup. I find their makeup works really well. And I've used a number of their skincare products as well. I've used their sunscreen, I've used their cleanser, and I've used their moisturizer. And I have to say, I love the products. First up, we have the E.L.F. cleanser. And this is one of those melting balms that you put on your skin. And it goes for $14. I did a video on cleansers. I'll link it below, and I was very surprised with this cleanser. I actually love this cleanser. They also have an exfoliant that costs $10. They have a toner that costs $12. I don't have those products, but they also have a vitamin C serum that costs $21, and they have a moisturizer, which is a great moisturizer. It's got squalene, it's got niacinamide, it's got peptides in it, and it goes for $7. They also came out with it's a 30 SPF sunscreen, and this goes for $18. There was no retinol that I could find on their website, so again, I've included just the ordinary retinol in the price point. For the E.L.F. products, it would go for $104. Next up, I have products from The Ordinary. I do love the products from The Ordinary. I have tons of their products, and I am totally satisfied with them. The price point is excellent as far as I'm concerned. So first of all, they have a cleanser. It's a squalene cleanser, and this is $13. For the exfoliant, I'm using the lactic acid exfoliant. There's all kinds of the exfoliant type acid. So you want to make sure that you're getting something that is actually good for your skin. And this one was $12. Then we have a toner, and this is the toner that we have here. And apparently this is an exfoliating toner. So, you know, when something says it's an exfoliating toner, then I wouldn't use an exfoliant the same day that I'm using this. And I would probably want to see if I actually need an exfoliant. I think it depends on how sensitive your skin might be. So if it's an exfoliating toner, if you read the ingredients and it's got things like salicylic acid or lactic acid or glycolic acid in it, then you may only want to actually use a more stronger exfoliant once a week. This one goes for $16. And then I briefly mentioned the vitamin C, the ascorbyl tetrasopalmitate. I don't know why these things have such big words that make it almost impossible to say. And I've been using this now. I used to use just your regular L-ascorbic acid, like the 20% with vitamin E and ferulic acid. But I'm actually really liking this one. They say that because it's in the oil, that it does penetrate deeper into your skin. And hey, I'm all about something penetrating deeper into my skin to help me with all of my issues that I face getting older. And then we have the retinol, again, that I've already mentioned, the 1%, and this is $12. Now, the vitamin C, though, is a little more expensive. It's $27. And then we have the moisturizer, and this is $9. And it too, this has quite a number of good anti-aging ingredients in it. Now, The Ordinary didn't have a sunscreen, so again, I'm just including the Hydro Boost at $4. The total then for this particular ordinary regime is $92. All right, so now the last one. I went to my Dollarama. And the reason I went there was because last year when I was in Florida, I went to a Dollar Tree. And the Dollar Tree actually had some really great products. Now, I left them all in Florida, so I couldn't showcase them here. And when I went into a local Dollar Tree store here in Canada, in the Ottawa area, there was nothing. I think sometimes maybe it's hit and miss in terms of the products that you're going to get. So I thought, well, I'll go to Dollarama. And the first item I picked up was this 5-in-1 facial serum. And I'm like, looking at the ingredients, I'm like, you're kidding me. It's got, I'll just put my glasses on, this writing is very tiny. This one has hyaluronic acid, it's got niacinamide, it's got vitamin C, it's got vitamin E, it's got collagen. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. And again, I ran it through the NC decoder, and it's a Canadian company. And yeah, it listed all these ingredients, and excellent. So I found, same company, it's Self-Care. It's a 5-in-1 facial cleansing foam, and it's got a little scrub brush that you can use to help cleanse your face. I've been using this a couple of times this week, and it actually does a pretty good job of cleansing. And again, like all their 5-in-1s seem to have like all these great ingredients. This one has vitamin C and E, it has amino acids, it has tea tree extract, it has salicylic acid in it as well. So it's got the salicylic acid. Now, their toner, the toner that they have, again has the salicylic acid. It's got, everything seems to have the vitamin C and E and collagen and aloe vera. So again, you may not need to always use a toner or an exfoliant if you've got some exfoliation going on in your other skincare. So we have the cleanser, I have a toner, and I did find as well an exfoliant. I have not tried this one yet, but again, I looked at the ingredients and they look pretty good. And then we have, like I say, the serum, which does have some vitamin C. Now, I'm not sure really about this particular vitamin C because it's not in an opaque bottle. Vitamin C, even if it has, like it's not a stable product, and it usually has to be in an opaque type jar because otherwise it can degrade because of, might get the sunshine or what have you. As a vitamin C, I'm not 100% sure. And I personally would not use this as my vitamin C. But as another serum, I think it's got some other great ingredients in it. These products were each $4.50. It's like pretty darn good. I also found a moisturizer at the Dollarama, and this has squalene, it has hyaluronic acid, it has what they say is hydrolyzed collagen, and it also says it has retinol. Now, retinol is like almost at the bottom of the list of ingredients, so I personally wouldn't use this as my retinol. I would use the one from The Ordinary because there I know the concentration is higher. Here, I don't know at all what the concentration would be. And when it's lower on the list of ingredients, almost like at the end, it's not going to have as much as something that's at the top of the list. The sunscreen came from the Dollarama for $4. The total then for the Dollarama store was $39 if I include the retinol from The Ordinary. Now, one thing I will mention is, I just said this moisturizer has hydrolyzed collagen. And sometimes you will see products like this one that says it's got vitamin C and collagen. And you might think that, oh, it's got collagen in it, so that's going to be great for my skin. Collagen is a big molecule. It just can't penetrate deep into our skin layers to be of any use. It's a great moisturizer, no question about that. But if you're thinking that it's going to help produce more collagen in your skin, it's not going to do that. Now, when a product says it's hydrolyzed collagen, so that means they've taken the collagen and they've broken it down into smaller particles. But again, you don't know if it's small enough to really get into the deeper layers of your skin. So I would not rely on a product that says it has collagen in it to help stimulate collagen production. No, I'm going to use like things like my vitamin C, my retinol to do that for me. But it's still a great moisturizer. If I were to fashion a skincare regime out of these particular products, here's what I would use. As my cleanser, I would use the E.L.F. Holy Hydration Cleanser. I would then use the Pericomb MD Essence as my toner. I would use as my exfoliator, I would use the Ordinary Lactate Acid. I would use the Ordinary's Vitamin C. As my moisturizer, I would actually choose the Elizabeth Grant. Now, I say that just because it was a good price and has lots of great ingredients, but in actual fact, I think I would go more with the E.L.F. because I'm getting fantastic ingredients and I can buy it at the same price all of the time. I would use the retinol from the Ordinary. And yeah, out of all of these, it's the only one that I have is the sunscreen. No, I have two. I have the Sun Touchable and the Hydra Boost. I'd probably just go with the Hydra Boost just because of the price. The total then of what I would choose out of all of this would cost just over about $102. Now, to get it under 100, I would probably swap out this because again, it was a great price when I found it, but you're not guaranteed that you're going to find it at that price all the time. And then I would swap in the toner from E.L.F. So then that would bring my price down to about $97. Now, if spending like upwards of $100 is not in your budget, then I would definitely go for a cleanser, a good moisturizer, and a sunscreen. Those to me are non-negotiables. Those are products that you need to have in your skincare routine. All the rest are things that are going to really help you with any issues you may have. And as I say, certainly getting older, I just want to make sure that I'm using some of these other ingredients because they are going to help with the collagen production or the elasticity of my skin, that kind of thing. So there you have it. Some affordable skincare ideas. And it just goes to show that you do not have to spend a fortune on products to get quality skincare ingredients and products. It really is all about looking for products that have good ingredients and using like the website that I use, the NC Decoder, to help you with that. Here's an example. Here's a moisturizing cream. Okay, it's called Christian Breton. So I also purchased this from Marshall's, and I think this retails for around $75 when I was looking it up. And it cost me $12.99, and I thought, that's probably really good. I got this quality, this product from France, and it's an expensive cream. Honestly, it has what they call the goodie ingredients. It's got like 9 of them, whereas other products that I found have maybe 15 of them at a fraction of the price. So it really shows that it's not just the brand, but it's the ingredients that are inside of that brand that count. I hope you enjoyed the video today, and if you did, I'd love it if you just gave it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of this type of video, subscribe to my channel and you'll be notified. And if you have any ideas of what you would like me to talk about, I'd love to hear from you I'd love to hear from you in the comments. You take care now and have a nice day.